Welcome to a Keysmash Studios tutorial. This is part 2 of a Unity 2D character controller. This video will cover jumping, the previous video covered horizontal movement, and the next video will be on crouching. If this video helps you out, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. So to go ahead and begin, we'll open up our character 2D script. This is all the code from the previous video on horizontal movement, so we're just going to go ahead and add our variables for jumping. So we're going to need 5 different variables. We're going to have a jump height that our character will go towards. We're going to have a jump area X, a jump area Y that we'll use to check whether the player's on the ground or not. A bool called jumping that'll simply just say whether the player is currently jumping, and then we'll be getting the rigid body component attached to our character. So now that we've listed out all the variables, we'll go into our start function and go ahead and initialize those. We'll start with our jump height, which will make 4. Then we'll do our area X, which we're going to make 0.5. Then we'll do our area Y, which will be 1. We'll make the initial boolean of jumping false, as we'll be on the ground to begin with. And then finally, we'll just go ahead and get the component of our rigid body. Now that we've done that, we'll go ahead and create our 3 functions for jumping. We're going to have a try jump function, a jump function, and a check jump function. We'll start with our try jump function, which will be what's called when the user clicks the up button on the screen. This will begin by checking if we're already in the air, and if we're not already in the air, it'll then call the function for the player to jump. So we'll go ahead and create this. It'll be a public void function, and inside it we're going to call the check jump function that we'll create in a minute, and then from there we'll check to see if we're currently jumping, and if we're not, then we'll jump. So now that we have that set up, we'll go ahead and create our jump function. This is a very simple function, and all we're going to do in this is take our rigid body and find its velocity, and then we'll give it a new vector that goes 0 in the X direction and our jump height in the Y direction. And then finally, we'll go ahead and create our check jump function, which will also be a void function. And inside this, what we're going to do is we're going to check the area around our player, see if the player is currently interacting with the mask that we'll name ground, and if it is, then we'll say that jumping is false, and if it's not, we'll say jumping is true. The way we're going to do this is by using the physics 2D overlap area function, and then for the first point, we're going to give it a new vector 2 that'll consist of the transforms X position with the additional jump X area, as well as the Y position with the additional jump Y area. And then for the second point, we'll do the same thing, but we'll subtract the jump area instead of adding it. Now that we've done that, we want to go ahead and get the layer mask that we'll be searching for, and we're going to call this ground. And again, this is just checking to see if the area that this overlap is creating interacts with the layer mask ground, which will tell us if we're jumping or not. So if we're able to interact with the ground, clearly we're not jumping, so we'll go ahead and make jumping false. And then if we're not able to interact with the ground, we're going to make jumping true. And the reason we check if our player is currently jumping before we allow the player to jump again is because we don't want them to infinitely be able to go up. So this is all the code for jumping, so we'll go ahead and go back to the scene. And then we're going to create a new layer for our ground, and we'll call this ground. And then we'll go on all of our grass, and we'll give it the new layer of ground. Now we'll go to our canvas, we'll copy and paste a button, we'll switch it over to the left side, we'll rotate the image so the arrow's pointing up, and then we'll go ahead and remove our trigger event, and then we'll add to the list for onClick. We'll go ahead and drag our character cloth there, and then we'll do try jump. Now if we go start the game, as you can see, as I click the up arrow, the player jumps, and it only lets me jump once I've hit the ground. I can't just infinitely go upwards. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped. If you didn't watch last week's video of horizontal movement, please be sure to do that. And next week's video will cover crouching, so make sure you come back to watch that one as well. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.